First of all, shut off the fryer. We'll use a series of 3 brushes to loosen all the sediment in the fryer oil. First thing, the drain brush we'll use to clean the drain, and always tap the brushes before you take them out of the fry pot area so you have no dripping of oil. Now use the element brush to go in behind the elements and in between them to clean out any sediment that may be stuck in the elements. And lastly, the pot brush. And this is used for scrubbing under the lip of the pot and the sides to make sure you get all of the burnt on crusting, and down into the bottom of the pot to circulate all of the built up sediment in the bottom, and stirring so that gets into the oil so it'll be filtered down through the drain. Now we'll open the drain valve and making sure that we're filtering through the pot on the left-hand valve. Opening the drain, the oil will start to drain into the filter pot. We need to agitate the oil as the oil is going down, stirring so that you get all of the crumbs picked up from the sides and the bottom, and all the sediment down through the drain to filter out before you return the clean oil to the fry pot. Now turning on the filter and making sure the valve is closed, the oil will start to pump up into the fry pot, and it's clean and ready for the next cook. At this point, you want to make sure when the oil fills the fry pot that it goes to the fry level. If it does not, make sure you add fresh oil to the pot. When it's finished filtering, there'll be large bubbles coming through the center of the oil. As you see here, you are now finished filtering. Shut off. This is the boil out procedure, which should be done once a week. Notice the oil level and the dirtiness of the fry vat. We will clean all of that. First thing you do is make sure that we're through the pot filtration and that we open the drain to drain out the old oil. We're circulating again to make sure all the sediment that can will leave the pot, and we're doing this without the fryer being turned on. Remember, we never pump water through the pump. It's all done with the fryer off. We've removed the filter pot and it's gone to the kitchen for cleaning. We're going to slide a 5-gallon pail underneath the drain. We want to make sure that we close the valve now completely, and we're going to fill the fry pot with water. If you have warm water available to you, it will speed up the process a little. Cold is fine. We'll fill up the pot all the way to the oil fill line, making sure that the elements are completely covered with water. We'll be using 8 ounces of BKI boil out liquid into the fryer. We'll turn the fryer on to bring the water to 200 degrees. For boil out, the water temperature should be set at 190 degrees on the manual thermostat. Once we set the program, then we'll pour in the 8 ounces of liquid, and this is a 20-minute procedure to bring the water up to temp and assist with brushes for cleaning all the areas of the fryer. This is the element brush, scrubbing behind the elements and in between the elements to clean all the sediment that's built up. Cleaning the drain with the drain brush. And using the pot brush to scrub all areas, removing all of the loose sediment and burnt on crisps. Remember, after finishing this process, you'll need to clean all of your brushes and wash in warm water. Now we shut off the fryer and we'll now drain the liquid. And as we're draining, we'll be agitating to make sure we're removing all of the crisps and the burnt on material with your pot brush. And swirling to make sure there's no buildup of sediment on the bottom of the fryer. Now we'll close the drain and we're going to fill up the fry pot again. As I said before, using warm water would speed up the process, but cold is acceptable. We'll fill it again all the way to the oil level, making sure that the elements are covered completely. Now we're going to go through the neutralization process using 8 ounces of white vinegar. We need to push the fry program. For boil out, the water temperature should be set at 190 degrees on the manual thermostat. Once the water has reached temp, put the vinegar in and use the same brushes to clean the same way you did before. This neutralization process is to make sure that all of the chemicals are off all of the surfaces, and the vinegar will take out the last bit of grease that may have attached itself to the walls of the fryer. Cleaning the drain. And with the pot brush, circulating around, making sure that everything has the vinegar water neutralizing the surface. Nice scrubbing everywhere. Circulating on the bottom to make sure that you get any sediment or residual buildup off the bottom of the fryer. And this is a 15-minute process. Then you shut off the fryer and dump by opening the valve and draining the water from the fryer. And as you're draining, you're using your pot brush again to circulate the water to make sure that you're getting every space covered. And then finishing draining the water. After finishing this neutralization process, a wipe down of the interior part of the fry pot should be done. And lastly, close the valve. For more information, please contact BKI directly at customer service 1-800-927-6887. Thank you.